On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Denver.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game? You play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You better reach them, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody got
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense, his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
To the air, Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get it down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Allen to throw once more. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
a quick throw out to Mims. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Nix to the air. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bills 10, Broncos 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And down to the 44, 5 yards at a time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Broncos 14, Bills 10.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
6-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Bills hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
56, 56.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
17-yard line.
Alert! Ready?
Cook up the gut. And he's He's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bills 17, Broncos 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll try and do this himself. All of his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Down inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 40 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now it's blocked. And the Broncos have it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Broncos.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. They will push his way through. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Nix. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Nix from the shotgun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Nix going to keep this himself. Bryant has it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, tight.
And again, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Middle. Look out.
On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hey, home. Look out.
Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Five wide. Brown 80. Monday.
Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Gun.
Now Allen. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. He'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good. Broncos, 1st down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Once more with Harvey. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
This to the Tyrone Kincaid. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
That's good for Bills. 1st down.
Here's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To the air, Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action. Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Middle.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They run it again with Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Allen now on the sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Alert! Round 80! What's that?
And now they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
180! Look out!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Nick's going to keep this himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On the give, it's Hardy. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Allen off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is Bell. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
3rd down and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Allen going to run with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Remember, Brendan, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
Regular. That's it.
They'll try to meddle with Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. Nix to the air. That'll be complete to Harvey. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Well, he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nix looking to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, Poole. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. Poole. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.